So if you're new here, I'm a medical student documenting my journey, study strategies, and sort of everything in between. And today's video is actually sponsored by NoteGPT, but I only agreed because this is something I would actually use during crunch time. So here's the problem. Lectures are long, YouTube explanations are great, but time consuming. And when you're studying for exams, you don't need everything. You just need the high yield points set out for you. Especially for things like cardiology, micro, neuro, emergency topics, you don't really have time to sit through 40 minutes just to extract like a few key concepts here and there. So this is where NoteGPT comes in. You literally paste a YouTube link and it turns the entire video into a clean summary, a structured outline, even a mind map if you're someone who's more visual, and you can even convert it into a PowerPoint presentation. And if you're like me and learn better visually, the mind maps are actually really helpful for connecting concepts. There are actually a lot of research and evidence that show how mind maps are way much better at helping you remember how different concepts are connected rather than just bullet pointing your notes. So let me show you how I would actually use this. So let's say I'm reviewing myocardial infarction. So you're gonna paste the video link and generate a summary. And now instead of watching the whole thing, you can get a definition, pathophysiology, clinical presentation, and management all organized in seconds. It is magic, chef's kiss. So this is especially helpful when you're doing final review and you just need something to really help you reinforce concepts. And another feature I thought was super interesting is the AI podcast. So you can basically turn content into something you can listen to, which is perfect for me, especially because I'm training right now. So on my runs, if you're walking, commuting, whatever it is, you can use the AI podcast feature to help with this. Now, I'm not saying that this replaces studying, but like you still need to understand things deeply. But for first pass understanding, quick reviews, or summarizing long videos, it's actually really useful. So if you want to try it out, I'll leave the link to NoteGPT in the description below. And if you're currently in exam season, this might save you a lot of time. Hello everyone, it is another vlog. It's your girl Ange back. If you are new here, welcome to the channel and the community, and if you're not new here, well, welcome back as always. I am just taking the pups out for their afternoon walk, and today is actually a weird day. It's kind of a reverse day where I'm going into work for the afternoon, so I'll be there from 2:30 to 8:30 as opposed to 8 to 4. So it's a little bit of a different day, but the good news is that a combination of different things. I didn't have to go into work early today, and it was also rest day from training, so I didn't have to get up early for that. So I was able to sleep for the first time ever. I got about 8.5 hours of sleep. I feel very good. Although I think just because it's the afternoon and I tend to take a nap this time of day, I think my body is just used to that still. So I'm feeling that. But I am all dressed up today in office attire apart from the bag of literal dog poop that I'm holding, because I am going to be helping proctor some exams. So basically it's in the university where I'm working, it's exam season right now. And my job is to basically just be there and monitor if the students have any questions and just, keep an eye on things. So that's the plan for the afternoon. I'm gonna have about 3 hours of break before that though when I get to the school. So I'm going to hopefully be able to take full advantage of that and get some good studying done. I've been trying to keep up mostly doing my Anki cards, but it's kind of crazy how much studying I have to do. I've been having such a wonderful time just enjoying life recently. I don't know what it is, what the switch was. I have my really good weeks and my really bad weeks, but this was actually a really good week. I was feeling good. I think it maybe had something to do with the fact that I was going outside more and getting more outdoor time, getting those endorphins going and all of that fun stuff, but just feeling overall really good and in a really good headspace, which for me is, I don't want to say a rarity, but it is a struggle to find that sometimes. It's always something. I have issues with the way I look, or I have a weird complicated relationship with food, or I feel lonely and I don't feel like I have a good established friend group because I've moved around so much, or I feel like my mental health isn't where it should be, or I feel like I should be doing something else as a almost 30-year-old, so that none of those intrusive thoughts happened this week, so that was quite an accomplishment. Okay, we changed shirts. By the way, ignore the messy mirror. But anyway, we changed shirts because I realized that it is like 85 degrees and it is way too hot to wear that polyester like three-quarter sleeve thing I was wearing. So we're gonna go with this. It's cotton, it's nice, it's whatever. And then we still have our slacks. So this is the fit for the day, and now we're gonna head off to school. And you guys, life is hard. That is never going to change. Even those who seem like they have it all together, I promise you do not. Everyone is going to have their own struggles and their own level of struggles. You can never compare what you're going through with what someone else is going through, and vice versa. That's sort of the beauty of life, is that we all are living life through our own unique lens, which I think is really beautiful. But it's difficult sometimes when you're struggling with something. You feel like no one else is going to understand exactly how you're feeling, because no one does understand that. No one will get that, because you're you and not someone else. So I think reminding myself of that, or having my therapist remind me of that, is the key to getting through slumps that I've been having recently. This has been a very challenging year for me, and I haven't even gotten through the bulk or the worst of it, because I have a ton of exams, super important exams coming up. I'm graduating medical school this year. I have a lot of new opportunities happening for me at work, new obligations. As you guys saw at the beginning of the video, I have my very first sponsor, so I have people noticing my content, which is so exciting, and I'm so blessed to be in this position and to have my channel get to a place I never thought it would be. I started this channel thinking it was just going to be a hobby, and here we are. Is that I haven't vlogged really all that much this afternoon, but the reason was because I was in exams, and obviously I didn't want to use my phone or anything like that because I was concentrating on the students. Anyway, I'm back home now. I just finished showering. My legs are killing me, and I have a 13-kilometer run tomorrow at marathon pace, so I don't know how that's gonna happen, but oh my goodness, my feet are dying. And I didn't even like run or do weights or anything today. Today was my rest day. So I was thinking like, oh, the legs will be recovered, they'll feel good. No, they do not feel good. So, yeah. So what is the key to get through a bad mental health day? Well, for me, obviously, I know it's a resource that not everyone has access to, but therapy is a really good way to start. If anything, you can even just start therapy and have one session and just see kind of where you are. And a lot of therapists are really good and give you tools that you can use when they're not around. And for me personally, I have to go outside because that's the way that I decompress and I sort of drown out all of the negative noise and focus and center myself. All right, we are halfway through our 13-kilometer marathon pace run. Good morning, by the way. Woke up this morning feeling a little groggy, trying to keep it light, but still on pace. And we're feeling good. Had to wake up pretty early for this one, but the legs are feeling good. Breathing is under control. We're halfway there already. You guys, look how beautiful this sunrise is. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness, such a treat. All Alright, I finished my run, 13 kilometers. Yay! But you guys, look how beautiful this mountain is. It's like poking through this cloud. Look how pretty. Oh, I was looking at this for like half my run this morning. And it was keeping me motivated because it's so pretty. Look at that. But anyway, yes, run, done, successful. We're gonna go home, take a shower, and get ready for work. You guys, I'm headed to work. Obviously, I am running late, as always, as you guys know. The queen of being tardy. Actually, not that late. Like, I'm gonna be about 5 minutes late. But it is what it is. I got my run in, I feel good. I have a yummy bagel to eat. I made myself a matcha latte. I might get another coffee though. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. The day is still young. But yeah, currently heading to work. The plan today is hopefully I will not be given anything to do work-wise. Okay, so you guys, something else I like to do because I am working in an office job right now is I like to pack a treat. So this could be a matcha latte, this could be a yummy bagel, but I always like to have a nice treat for myself because it gives me something to look forward to, and I feel like this is the thing I look forward to the most when it comes to going to work, which is kind of sad, but the reality of my situation, I am definitely not an office girly. I need to be doing something, and to me it's just not as stimulating as I would have hoped. But it's, you know, we take it with a grain of salt. I'm just very grateful to be where I am and almost be done with school, which is awesome for me. Okay, so I was proctoring another exam because it's exam week, as I've been saying, but it was fine. Like, I didn't have to stay the whole time because the teacher finally came and took over. So now I'm going to go back to the office and for sure need to lock in and get some studying done. I think something that's also been affecting my mental health lately is just making content for you all. I feel like everything I do is very repetitive, and to be honest, I feel like it's a bit boring for you guys to watch the same thing over and over again, but at the same time, I also want to remember to be realistic and show you all what a normal person's schedule looks like, and it is this. It is boring, it's monotonous, so trying to be as honest as possible. So I'm currently going through all my Anki cards and realizing that there are a lot from ophthalmology I'm not remembering, so that's why it's taking me so long. But we are 128 cards in out of 327, so that's fun. If any of you all are ever considering starting a YouTube channel or getting into making content, I highly recommend that you have a very good sense of self-esteem before you start, because something I have discovered is that looking back on these clips of myself, because obviously when you edit, you have to watch over the footage, make sure everything's okay, and you end up nitpicking things about yourself that you wouldn't have noticed otherwise. And you just have to have a really strong sense of, or really good self-esteem, because you, like, for example, I sometimes will catch myself deleting clips, and it will be a good clip, like it's good footage, but I'll delete it because I'm like, well, my face looked fat here, or I didn't like this expression that I made that made me look disgusting. I don't know. I didn't like how my body looked in this one, so it's very difficult, I would say. And if you have any sort of body dysmorphia, then I don't recommend getting into social media, because you're going to pick apart things about yourself, and then you also have to be able to handle criticism from others, which is not an easy task. I'm not saying that it's not your fault. I'm saying that the world is cruel, and unfortunately that's just how it is sometimes. But I love this, and I am finding it is giving me a good sense of self-esteem. I feel like that I do a lot, I commit to a lot, but I don't feel like I'm a master of anything in particular. I'm in school, I work, I run, but I don't do any of those things like that are that great. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I'm pretty average in how I perform, but I like to take on so much, and I like to experience life just how it is. And I find that I love and I crave new experiences, including this disgusting smoothie that went bad after a little bit. But that's just who I am. I love experiencing new things. Okay, you guys, so I just got home, I got dressed, I'm all relaxed now. I didn't just get home, that's a lie. I took a fat nap, like an hour nap when I got home because I was so tired. I normally like to take a nap midday, and I didn't do that today because I was not tired during my nap time. So instead I was tired when I got home. So, anyway, that doesn't matter. That's boring. But anyway, I didn't have my muffin that I got earlier because I wasn't hungry, but now I'm a little hungry. And I got this. They called it a vegan banana coffee muffin. It looks like this. I don't know if you guys can see that. It has like this topping stuff on here. I'm guessing it's like a coffee cake banana type situation, which sounds delish. But my experience with a lot of vegan desserts is they don't really ever get the flavor right. So we're going to try this together and see. I hate when people say that. We're going to try this together. Like, you guys are tasting the same thing. I'm going to try it, and I'll let you guys know what I think about it. Okay, I'm going to try, like, without any of the toppings, because I feel like the toppings are going to help it. But let's try it. Okay, so it tastes like banana bread. Like a really dry banana bread. Like, I'm still going to eat it, but it could use some salt. But I give it, like, a 5 out of 10. Well, let's try it with the coffee cake topping thing. Whoa. Okay. So, something they did that's really strange here is it tastes like they ground up, like, espresso beans and put it on top, which is a bit strange. It's bitter, obviously, because they're coffee beans. I don't know if that was the move. That's a bit odd. Okay, so the topping usually helps the muffin, but in this case, that might not be the case. As I said, I'm still going to eat it because we're not going to waste food, and I am hungry and I don't have any other food made. But, okay, that was a choice. But anyway, that is my banana coffee muffin. Okay, so I'm about to meet with my very first student of the day, and so let's go ahead and start the workday, even though it's like 6:30 in the afternoon. Hello, you guys. It is many hours later, and I've been home and studying and working and having myself some jasmine tea. But I have a lot left to do. I have a 16-kilometer long run tomorrow, so I am planning on getting to bed here pretty soon. I'm gonna also meet up with a friend tomorrow, so a lot of things are happening. I'm very excited. But yes, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. And as always, it's always a pleasure to hear from you guys and get feedback and know that there are people out there watching and getting something positive from my videos. So please feel free to like this video if you like something about it, or comment something positive down in the comment section below. And if you really like this type of video, I make videos like this every single week. Feel free to subscribe and join the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!